Welcome, everyone. My name is Isadora. I am the program manager at Amsterdam Tech, and I'll be hosting today's Q&A. So today we're hosting our TechMinds Series webinar, and our guest is Shadrack Apollo. So Shad is the founder of WEX, which is a web development and digital solutions agency, and also a founder at Codeskill. And today we're going to talk about how entrepreneurs can find careers in software engineering. So welcome.
Yeah, pleasure to be here, Isadora.
Hi, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I think I'll start with the first questions already. And what are the key mindset shifts needed for a software developer to transition into an entrepreneur? And what are some common mistakes to avoid?
Okay, so one of the main mindset shifts that a software developer can have is to move from the mindset of you're just writing code for the sake of writing code to the mindset of you're writing code in order to solve a real world problem. Because as an entrepreneur, that's the main difference that you'll face. Most of the times when you're working in a big tech company, it's really about the quality of your code and the structure of your code. But as an entrepreneur, you quickly realize that a lot of the customers don't really care about how well your code is. They really care about how well the code solves the problem for them. So that's one of the main mindset shifts that a software developer can really undergo. And one of the most common mistakes to avoid when you're going through this transition is and I see this a lot with maybe junior developers or entrants into the industry is really focusing maybe on the technology and focusing on the tool itself as compared to really focusing on the outcome that the tool can give you. So a lot of developers usually maybe end up focusing on a particular technology, what's hot, what's new, and that's usually a mistake because the truth is the technology really doesn't matter like that. What really matters is how well you can work with the technology and actually use it to solve a real world problem for the customer or for the end user.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what people should do is focus on what the technology can do for you, like the outcome, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And
Yeah.
then how is being a software developer as an entrepreneur different from being just, not just, but a software developer in a technology company?
Okay. That's maybe tied to the first question that we had. And the main difference is in as a as an entrepreneur, the main use of the code is really to solve a problem, more so a business problem for the client or for the company that you work for. But as a software developer in a big company, you're more or less just a small cog in the machine, and usually you're tasked with optimizing systems that have already been set up. But as an entrepreneur, it's really up to you to set up these systems from scratch, and that's one of the main things that you might want to think about as a software developer transitioning into being an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, coding is just one piece of the puzzle. So, what non-technical skills do you think are crucial for a tech entrepreneur? And what's one thing that you wish you had learned earlier in your journey as being an entrepreneur?
Right. Yes, you're completely correct on that. Coding is just but one of the puzzles in the machine. One of the other main technical skills that really come in handy is communication skills and negotiation skills, as well as the team collaboration, being able to work with people across different cultures, across different backgrounds. That's also a really, really key skills because it really allows you to widen your perspective on how different people approach using software to solve a problem. But on top of all the non-technical skills that really put communication at the top, a lot of developers, you might be really good from a technical perspective, but if you really can't communicate it, then people really cannot really appreciate the true value of your skills and how you can maybe fit into a bigger team and help them solve the bigger problems that they may be facing.
Yeah,
So,
no,
mhm.
I agree that communication is very important, especially if you're an entrepreneur. You need to sell, I don't know, whatever it is that you're making, you need to know how to sell it as well, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then with AI and automation and no code tools on the rise, do you see these as threats or opportunities for future entrepreneurs? And how should aspiring founders prepare for what's next?
Oh, I think with the rise of AI and automation and no-code tools, it presents an even greater opportunity for founders to build their products much faster. So it's not really a threat; it's more of a tool that's here to make things faster. And in a way, if you're looking at code as a tool to solve problems for society, then these tools are just here to help you do that thing a lot faster. There is right now developing an MVP of an idea you have has gone down from a few months to a few weeks, and now it's basically a few days, and in some cases even a few hours. So I think these AI tools make it even better for people to be able to bring out opportunities and just be easily be able to validate opportunities as an entrepreneur, so that you don't spend a lot of time and money and resources on an idea that might not really work out. So I think these tools are perfect, and the more you can embrace them a lot faster, the better you will be in the long run, because in my opinion, I really don't think they're going away. If anything, they're just going to get better, and it's only going to get more efficient. So the quicker you jump on the train, the better it might be for you as a founder, as an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I think so too. It's not going away anytime soon. And then for our last question is,
Mhm.
what are the first crucial steps in turning a software idea into a profitable online business, and how do you validate if there's a real market for it?
Okay, so I really like how you've you've arranged the sequence of questions, because one of the first ways to do it will be typically to build a prototype, and that's where the AI tools that we just discussed will come in. So typically, if you have an idea, the very first step would be to move the idea from your head to preferably a piece of software or a paper, at least, to just have a prototype. And then the next phase will basically be to turn this prototype into a working MVP. And with the MVP, you can then go to market and easily validate the ideas, and know if the problem you're solving is real or not. And one of the ways that you can really validate is basically to charge customers for the product, because if people are willing to pay for it, then it means the problem is as real as it gets. So the first crucial step would be to just basically move the idea from your head to a piece of software. To you can right now you can even use AI. You can basically just type the idea into an AI, and be able to spit out a rough prototype of the idea, and with that you can publish it and get some validation from the market.
Yeah, that's perfect, really. So I think that was it from my questions. Is there anything you want to share with the audience that maybe I didn't ask?
No, I think my main takeaway would be just to practice and practice and practice. It really does take much longer than you might expect for the entrepreneur journey to pan out the way you might expect it, or for the developer journey to get to the kind of developer you really want to be. It typically takes a long time. So I just really encourage your audience to be patient, and take it one step at a time, and with persistence and consistency, it really does work out in the end.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming and talking to us. It was a great, I think everyone will like it.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Bye
Thank you so
bye.
much. Bye bye. Cheers.